I want you to be able to link it. What's happening with these companies that fail, not just your Polytech and the like in the 92s. I want it brought straight up to Lehman Brothers, to Enron and others, and start to think about why is it these companies are still collapsing. I want you to understand that the impact is way beyond that. I want to see an understanding of this agency theory. What are we actually talking about, these agency costs? And is there any merit when you get somebody like Sternberg and these universities saying it has to all be about shareholders? If it's not, it's theft, therefore it's quite simple. Is there merit in others who say that is not the case? I want to see an argument. I want you to start picking up the piece of this and weighing it up, having a balance. Somebody says this, somebody else is arguing a very different point. However, you may be able to synthesize some of those ideas. It may not be. Maybe you may come to the conclusion some of these ideas are irreconcilable. But that's fine. As long as you justify it and provide a rationale, I'm absolutely happy. But to get 17 above, tell me something I don't already know. Surprise me. Give me something.
I think we see everybody's wrong now. We bring our own ideas.
You justify it, it's perfectly fine. At this level, you have to justify what you're thinking. Tell me something where I sit up and I think, gosh, I like that.
You might have to do some research then.
You've got to do some research. You guys are the brightest we have at the university.
Does it come from books that it can be from
Marius, your brother-in-law will really come into play
Remember,
here.
do some investigation.
Marius'
All I've done,
brother
I've
is
given you
really
a
gonna
few
come into
books.
play here.
If you look at the end of the corporate governance lectures, there's a lot of articles, a lot of books. There's a lot for you to go at, a massive amount for you to go at, should you choose to. But it will reflect the work you put in and your understanding. So I guess we're going to go from, I don't expect anyone to fail this, not in this group. I expect we're going to go from 50 up to something in the 70s, mid-70s.
Not 80s?
So, well, if you're doing 80s, then yeah, great.
As far as you're concerned, we can give examples of different, like also different companies, let's say different countries. Or
Yeah, but it must be relevant. Do not, like somebody who came to see me this week already from your group, who was going off on a flight of fancy, looking at some weird and wonderful things. And my question to him was, how does that relate to the question I'm asking you? And he had a look, and I said, read my question again. And he read the question, and I said, now, think about what you've just told me. I said, yeah, I said, what you've done, you want to present me with a brilliant answer to entirely the wrong question. All right? Whereas I prefer to get a mediocre answer to the right question, rather than a brilliant answer to something I'm not even looking at. All right? So be careful. What I'm saying, don't get too clever. Get clever, but don't get so clever that you're going all over the place. Remember, there's myself, there's a second marker, and there's an external examiner at MBA level, and they'll want to have a look at it.
In your assignment brief, you put in there, or somewhere on Blackboard, I've seen a note that says if you've got any charts or sort of stuff like that you want to put in there, you can do so. It's not part of the word count. Is that kind of
I
something?
don't think that was me.
No.
I don't think that was me. I don't recall seeing that on my. No, I'd be very surprised unless I'm Jekyll and Hyde and.
I think what you did was you put something up on about assignments, and it had it in there that if you do want to, how to prepare for an assignment.
Yes.
But what I'm saying is, I can't see that just putting charts and that particularly relates to this type of assignment. Am I on the wrong page there?
I'm not even going to say that because each of you will tackle this differently. Some of you may use charts, and you may think, I can put this table in, for instance, on agency theory, and that covers a great deal of words. However, the words you put in the chart, I do count. Everything in that piece of work, I count towards your 2,500. Right? Things outside of it that I don't count. So everything. And this is part of the skill at your level. You should be writing precise and concise reports. Right? What you shouldn't be doing is throwing everything into this assignment and thinking, somewhere Tony will go through that 3,000, 5,000 words and there'll be a brilliant answer. I won't. You know I won't. I'll just take the first 2,500 plus or minus 10%. I think the rest of it, I'm not even going to.
Is it 2,000?
So can we? Do we have to restrict ourselves to the UK companies?
A lot of the corporate governance, what's been written about, has been in the UK and it's been in the USA. There's others wider, there's stuff that's going on in France, Germany, Japan. Further afield, I don't mind. But we'll keep it, yeah, China, Japan, keep it relevant. But you know the core, you know some of the core things. Right? What I would say, don't try and get too clever, because when the second marker looks at it, he or she may think, what on earth are they talking about? And you don't want that. All right? You definitely don't want that. So keep it so we...
References be required. References.
I'm not even going to answer that. I'm not going to answer that. Come on. Everything, the university has software. When you submit this on Turnitin, you submit your assignment, it automatically flags up everything you put in which doesn't have a reference or name beside it. And it then tells myself and those higher up, this work has been plagiarized. This is not the student's work. It is something they've copied and claimed it is their own work. Now you don't want to be in that position. All right? You want to reference it. It hasn't got to be millions of references, but if you're putting a sizable piece of work, say from Cadbury, you've got to say Cadbury 1992 or Cadbury whatever the date is saying this. Otherwise, it's coming across as this is you saying this, and that's plagiarism.
I was just going to say that can be a very